Now from the Weather Tracker TV Storm Studios, this is your weather today. Here's Chief Meteorologist William Cole.
All right, folks, here we go now on this Tuesday. And I tell you what, it was a colder start as anticipated out the door this morning. In fact, some locations around the area were even flirting with that freezing mark. But we will turn the corner quickly as we go through the afternoon. Again, another afternoon of a lot of bright sunshine. Highs today in the upper 60s to maybe right around 70 here in the Metroplex. And this will be the beginning of a warming trend over the next several days. I am still tracking the opportunity of rain and storms the middle part of this weekend, potentially the end of this upcoming weekend. More details on that again coming up. But looking around the region, at least so far this morning, we're quiet, right? I mean, nothing really going on locally in North Texas. You have to look all the way down to, well, the Big Bend area of the Lone Star State to find a few scattered showers, maybe a rumble of thunder there. And then again, you can also see for another day in a row down in the deep south of Texas, a couple showers, a couple rumbles of thunder down around the Brownsville area or maybe even the Padre Island area. So dew points or humidity around the region continues to be exceptionally dry. And I only mention that because one of the reasons why it was so cold out the door this morning, dry air chills down easier at night. But on the flip side of things, it also warms easier during the afternoon. So that's why we kind of have that big spread, cold morning, and then a relatively comfortable afternoon. But slowly but surely, from the Gulf of Mexico, the moisture will begin to return over the next day and a half or so. And that's eventually going to lead to our next opportunity of rain and storms moving in. Now, out on the West Coast, this is not a repeat. I mean, we talked about this almost every day last week, so this is a new show as of this Tuesday, but this is still the same upper-level storm system. The big area spin that brought us the severe weather towards the end of last week, even the big hail across parts of the Metroplex, it's still out in the desert Southwest. It's eventually going to begin to move and kind of flatten down over the next 24 to 36 hours, and eventually, as we go forward in time, it mainly looks like now very late Wednesday into Thursday, bringing us an opportunity of rain and storms again. But then going forward in time, once that storm system comes out, we have a relatively quiet into the week. And I think the first part of the weekend also looks relatively quiet as well. We then skip ahead to Sunday into Monday, this big storm trough out on the West Coast. And I say Sunday into Monday, the timing is not locked in. It could be Sunday, it could be more so Monday, the way it looks now. But there will be another opportunity of rain and storms. And the way it looks right now, again, not so much this Wednesday and a Thursday, but it's the following Monday where we may have an opportunity of severe weather. But just talking about late Wednesday and a Thursday, future rainfall projections, this is kind of the near term, quarter of an inch, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch, just another good rain. And like I mentioned, even though there could be a few rumbles of thunder towards the middle of the week, again, I'm just not really seeing anything severe with that. Now, again, skipping ahead Sunday into Monday, the timing's not completely locked in. That's when the instability truly does return to the area. And that, again, basically a little less than 1 week from right now is when I'm going to be watching for our next opportunity of potentially some severe weather back in the forecast. Otherwise, as we go through the day today, relatively quiet. There will be some cloud cover that does begin to build in overnight tonight. And then skipping ahead to tomorrow, Wednesday, looking off to our northwest, out in our Texas Panhandle, even parts of Oklahoma, there will be some thunderstorms. In fact, maybe even some supercells that begin to develop there. That's all ahead of that next approaching storm system. And like I mentioned, that's when even our opportunity of rain and storms does begin to go back up. So temperatures upper 60s to right around 70. A lot of bright sunshine today. Very comfortable afternoon. Winds remain relatively light through the day. Not a big deal here whatsoever. And again, even if you're making Tuesday evening plans, temperature slowly easing down through the 60s, so cool, but again, comfortable as we go through the evening. And then overnight, not as cold as this morning, more in the way of upper 40s around the area to right around 50 locally here in the Metroplex. And we continue to turn the corner even as we get into tomorrow, Wednesday. Look at that, more in the way of 70s around the area. Again, tomorrow really looking like a comfortable afternoon. So late Wednesday, but it appears as though it's going to be more so into Thursday now. The opportunity of rain and storms, again, not seeing necessarily anything severe with that. But then again, it's going to be that following Sunday into Monday. Again, still locking in that timing. That could be severe. But again, overall temperatures as we go forward in time, really looking good. A lot of 70s showing up.